Welcome back, Mzansi. Now, we told you that we're celebrating honeys today, and I've got another honey in the kitchen with me today. Are you ready to cook, my darling?
Yes.
Because I know you make magic in the studio, but I want to make magic in the kitchen.
We'll see.
We'll see. Now, on a winter's night, there is nothing quite like a creamy custard dessert. And today, we take the retro creme caramel and turn it into a delicious clover sip-up burnt honey caramel. So I want to first ask you, do you even know what a creme caramel is?
What is that?
Okay, let's do this. Let me start by giving you a taste. Uzwi taste it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what the flavors are. And then once you've tasted, then sawuthetha uba yintoni creme caramel.
Yo, guys.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I'm going to convert you today because I'm all about changing people's lives. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Imand?
Yeah.
Imand,
Very.
Very. Okay, let's make it... Put it aside. Delicious. I'm getting you to work, Michael. We are not here just to look pretty. So, all right. So a creme caramel, basically what it is like a set custard dessert. What we mean by that is that we cook off the custard and then sit it in the fridge. We bake it in the oven first. Once it's baked with some water, with bain-marie. Once it's baked, we then set in the fridge. As you can see, it's got a bit of a wobble. It's about that setting. And how it gets to that point is with the eggs and all the ingredients. But a creme caramel, the most important thing about it is that syrupy topping that it has, and that's what you're going to do for us.
Yeah.
So again, Tomazana, can I ask you to add some honey and some, in fact, because I think I put this a little too high. Start with the water first, and then after that, add the honey.
It's water, H2O, right? Physics.
Add it into your pan there, and then after that, faga the honey in there.
All of it?
All of it. So the whole idea is, we said we want it to be a burnt honey creme caramel, né? So we want that honey to cook down and reduce until it's completely thickened up. Yeah, girl. Oh. But then we still have to do the base, and that's where I come in. We're going to be making a creme caramel using our clover sip-up, and today we are using the apricot flavor. So if you want to get in on the action and take the lead, then this is exactly what you need to do. And we're using apricot, but you can use any of the other flavors.
Okay.
For it, so we've got even gune choc chip, so if you're a girl who likes your chocolate, definitely try that flavor as well.
Sometimes, why did you remove the egg from that? What is it called? That jelly, like...
Yeah, the custard base. Okay.
Yeah.
So a custard base here too, because it has to set. It has to have some eggs in it, but because we also want to enrich it and make sure it's nice and luxurious. So it starts off with 3 eggs here, and then I'm adding some egg yolks. I've got eggs and egg yolks together.
Egg yolks, people.
Yeah. And into that mixture, because we do want it to be a nice sweetened dessert, because any custard,
ushukela.
And as you can see, the whole idea of what I'm doing is we are tempering this mixture over here. We've got our eggs and sugar into this mixture and the egg yolks. And Bonilla, I put 3 egg yolks. Like I said, it's to enrich it and to give it that, structure that we need. And then
why are we burning the honey?
It's for the flavor. So normally a creme caramel is done with shugela, just normal sugar. But because we're celebrating honeybees, we decided let's rather use honey today. So I'm now at that stage, to get from this egg mixture, we are now tempering it. And what you mean by tempering is you're adding a hot liquid into this mixture, but making sure you're not cooking the eggs. Otherwise, it's like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly.
Come on,
so the whole idea, as you can see, I'm doing 2 hands here, pouring the mixture and whisking at the same time to make sure we don't cook the eggs and we get a nice thickened sauce. And again, Dombi, I think the honey should be ready. You can actually start pouring it into that tin of ours, our cake tin.
You won't break my soul.
And this mixture, as with any custard, it has to thicken up. So we're putting it back onto the stove, and then I'm just going to whisk it away. While you're doing that, we're whisking away and adding flavor. So let's just say you wanted to add more flavor into this, you wanted to add ikambe or fruits, I would suggest we fag it towards the end. But for now, we just want it to be nice and smooth. We want it to be whisked up and nice and thickened, just like you would the custard.
Where are the fruits?
What fruits, Galog?
That we're going to put on top of them.
Oh, usufuna decorate.
Yeah,
no.
I want to taste.
Taste Galog, that creme caramel.
There are no fruits here. I want to be healthy, guys.
This girl, you want to be healthy? Not on my show. On our show, we eat, we indulge. We go all out, yabo. So as you can see, it's starting to thicken. Wozobon, come here, Wozobon. Can you see how it's going?
Yeah.
So it's gone from that liquid mixture that it was, and it's starting to thicken up. And now you can pass me that tin. And now we're going to actually do that baking mixture, baking step that I was talking about, where you can pour it into put it in there.
Wait.
Yeah, the water. So this is the bain-marie step we were talking about. We put it into a cake tin with water that's been brought up to temperature, it is important to make sure that your water is hot before it goes into the oven. This creme caramel is going to go into the oven to bake at 150 degrees because we want it slow and low. And then once it's cooked at 180 degrees, you just bake it in there for about 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
That's what Gqobile, you take it out, put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, just that it's nice and set. Agreed?
Agreed.
I guess South Africa, if you also want to get your hands on this recipe, remember to head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
I'll go. Sawona mhle.
Oh, he's back.
Oh. Move way.
Clover Fresh Milk.
Made with love by Clover.